And that, people, is how we ended the world.
That was so beautiful. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Is this online?
I don't know. Hang on, let me check. Pokes the Kenda.
Someone just explodes.
Yep, it's online.
I don't know why it exploded. It just exploded.
Anyway, we are one celestial fox down. So, yeah. So we're looking for a new healer, actually pretty much for our group. If you like to actually enter, go to www.
Slaps over. It's like, nope, we're not doing this. Oh my god, I'm looking it up. Oh, I forgot about Uncle Steven's Egg Collect.
Oh god, Lord, that one. Anyway, as Kenda strolls through through a certain YouTuber's gallery of videos, let's go to the schedule very quickly. July 26th at 6 p.m. Friday, Final Fantasy XIV, Part 96. Bring a jacket. Then tomorrow, Fire Red Nuzlocke at 5 p.m. Part 6. We're hopefully gonna get through everything. I've actually pretty much have all having very little success rate. But at least that candy truck finally crashed into Celadon City. Then the 29th at 4:30, Monday, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD Part 4. We're gonna finally go to a new mansion, and hopefully to actually find that other possessor. Okay, here's where actually pretty much the wrench actually hits the fan on this one. Kenda will be gone for the next 2 weeks after this Final Fantasy. She's not going anywhere. Savages come out. So, yeah. What does that mean for us? Well, I don't know if I'm free from actually the Wrath of Kenda, but I'll think of something probably either Saturday or Monday. It might be actually Splatoon or might be a Silver Chronicles. I'm not 100% sure. It kind of depends what my mood is. I didn't really think about this today. Then, on next Saturday, will be more Fire Red Nuzlocke Part 7. Hopefully, we don't get our butts kicked by Part 6. Otherwise, let me turn my controller on because it went off. There we go. Last time, we actually took down the Tower of Zot. For better than terms, we won? I don't know how to explain this, actually. Because we did technically actually lost the first encounter to, what was it, Tamir, the second boss?
No comment.
And as Tamir runs away, yeah. That's what happened. Today, Kenda has only given me actually one prompt of actually pretty much, we better have a jacket. I'm worried. As you can still see, I am still actually pretty much Pictomancer. Level 82. I haven't actually pretty much done anything. Hey, there goes a red mage. Ooh, a mender. How bad is my stuff right now? Ooh, half durability. I might as well just repair everything. I said everything. There we go. By actually pretty much for everything getting powered up to level 82, we can check my logs at least. Let's see here. Actions and traits. Being level 82 gives me actually pretty much access to Temper Grecia. Technically, to make actually a lot better, when I use Temper Coat, it makes a barrier around myself and also nearby party members, and absorbs damage up to 10% maximum HP. So it's helpful. On the brighter notes, if I can find it, I think it was Starry Muse. Hang on 1 second. The silver is reading for once. I think so. I think it allows actually me now to place down a circle, and when I'm in that circle, my cast time is almost cut in half. Almost. At least it's a lot more faster. So when I cast something like, let's see here. When I have all my abilities up, I forgot my paintbrush glows. I love it. I wish there was some striking dummies in North Charlian.
Never striking dummies in city.
There are?
They are never.
Oh. Well, a shame.
It is a kind of an annoying thing.
Yeah, no kidding, especially when we get a new spell. Anyway, when I use Starry Muse, I can cast actually a bubble around me. Can't do it right now because there's no enemies around, and we're nowhere near the forests around Old Charlian right now. So, can't use it. But, damage reduction is active, and also I can use my actions a lot more quicker. Also, I'm shielded.
Wrongly. No, you're not.
Wow, that does not last that long, does it?
You meant to time it.
God Lord, they give that actually that power to the wrong person.
It's simply called because if you're smart about it, you can make it just a 1 minute cooldown. Because if it does break, that's its current recast time gets reduced by 60 seconds, and it's a 2 minute cooldown.
Where was the A2 thing? I thought there was an A2.
82 is the upgrade to Starry Muse.
Yeah.
Which now grants the field that you see, and when you stand in it, it increases your cast times. Decreases your cast times. And it only decreases your cast times when you stand in the circle that it spawns.
I can't activate it! Why can't I activate it?
Because it's only able to be activated out in combat.
I know, that's the joke. That's the joke.
Congrats. You're a black mage.
Yeah.
I'm not a Pictomancer.
You don't have it.
I don't. I'll just leave then. See ya.
No, you're not allowed to leave.
Hey, Carl! Carl's our bouncer, and now he's been hired by Kenda to maybe stay MVC and also the game. Where'd she get the money to hire the bouncer? I have no idea. She's not even affiliated.
You tell me we don't just hire bouncers?
No, I hired a hitman. I probably shouldn't say that.
Oh yeah, that guy went back to his family. I just paid him off.
He wasn't after you.
Hmm.
I told him.
I told him the
name. of you, and pretty much he said, "I'm not doing that person."
Must have been a different hitman.
47?
No, 74.
See, that's where your first mistake was.
So what are we waiting for?
I don't know. I'm figuring that out.
Maybe we should talk to Kryl?
Kill Silver, then talk to Cry.
No. How about we actually only talk to Kryl and not kill the Silver?
Let's get your blades. We're killing Silver. But it's like, deal with that crap. Sound the bell, school's in.
Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope? I was about to make my way to the studium, as it happens. I wanted to try and speak with Scholar Monte... We literally heard this name last week.
I don't remember.
Montecagne? And
Looks
thank him
right.
for coming to our rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing, only to find that we'd already departed 4th Avenue. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for Yashola and the others, I thought now the perfect time to pay him the visit. Care to join me? Then it's settled. The twins will be coming to it, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you rally the troops while I go on ahead to Phenomenon. Ugh. Considering my recent propriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time. That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them we will not be long. We'll probably be rather short. Oh, hey, Silver.
Yeah.
There's your practice dummy.
Yeah. Can't actually attack it, but it's there.
Finally! Huh? Wait,
It's
it's
odd.
working!
Today's not the day for this. Heading out for a stroll? Bullock himself was here? In that case, what are we waiting for?
I too am eager to see him, though. Though I somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. Ugh, can't talk tonight. I did say our notable precedes us.
Alphino of old people worrying over his reputation, and our alma mater, no less. The wonders never cease. You'll understand soon enough. Off we go.
Close.
Fine, just take the boring way over there. Here it is. Phenomenon. While I expect you made note of it before, one can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? Well, most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums. It also houses numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative offices and so forth.
As a center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomenary. Hence the name.
Yeah, you got it. You got it right the first time.
Shoot. Hence the name. Though with the ether being a fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded and to include every conceivable facet of life, and even the universe itself. And then, yeah.
You mean facet?
I never said actually this English thing was actually pretty much perfect.
English is a failed language.
Yeah, especially with this guy. And then, in the 432nd year of the Sixth Astral Era phenomenon, was decreed complete, and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it was without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy. Close enough, you're gonna get with me on that one. And the countless other fields, standing proud as
Charlian's foremost educational institute. Echo, echo.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that supposed to be all of us?
No, that's
No,
just
that
the
was-
bun.
Oh, okay.
That was the Ankreal.
Oh.
You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students. Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited the same foppish speech, such as his underlying love for his old stomping grounds. I keep stumbling on words and cannot speak.
I know that same feeling, Kabir.
You have no room to talk, Silver. You do it
He
way
was
better.
in top
the same
form back
feeling.
then, youngest to enter the studium, graduated with highest honors in magical arts and aetherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber. Hold on. You both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars. Nice of you to say, but Alphonse actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors. I am certainly not the studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects, have I ever been in his shadows? If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphonse Levier began. We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more welcome here than we were at the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphonse. With a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage. Well, there's no time like the present. First thing first, let's look for Scholark Montecane. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but Unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him.
I have a question.
No, you cannot stab the students.
I never said I was. Was Cryo actually pretty much at the first with us? Okay, so.
No.
No.
Okay.
She was like a little. It was basically her and God who were basically the only ones that didn't get to go to the first.
Okay. I wasn't 100% sure.
Basically, the first is. How do I put it? The first didn't like Lalafels, apparently.
Apparently.
The only one I liked was Kenda.
Yeah, because I got dragged there. That was Alphina Levier, was it? The Alphina Levier? And he's with his sister, Master Aldician's granddaughter. This can only mean one thing. An event of posturous shattering posteries is fast proportions. It's fast approaching. Spread the word. Oh, sorry. You said you're looking for scholars. Yes, knowing him, he could be anywhere. Miss the Poach should have a better idea.
Can't run away from me, Kenda.
Certainly sure. Are you lost? Wandered out the street, perhaps? Oh, don't tell me. You're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, ain't I? Oh, how silly of me. Orientation is in order. I said it right.
Yeah.
Orientation is in order. Allow me to bid you welcome to the Searchers' Meet. Let me start with the question. What's the most important thing you'll find in the studium? That's right, books! Well, and what's the second most important thing? Why, that's simple. Everything else. That's what we deal in here in the Searchers' Meet. Wherever the students or tutors find yourself in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we'll send gleaners up to find it. Honestly, you won't believe some of the requests we get. Eyes of piece out of this, tongue of a giant toad that. It's enough to see your hair stand up on end, which is possibly what some of our students are trying to accomplish. This being a school of magic and all. As our new school, we have your work cut out for you, and I think you'll find it quite rewarding. If you look. Just like that kind of time, but I'm no cleaner. Oh, so what you tell me is you're not a cleaner? Yes, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for scholars. I'm afraid we don't have any books in stock, but I can... Oh, you mean him. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak with him shortly before he arrived. You arrived, though. He said he was on his way to make us meet. Go back the way you came in. You'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. It's a laboratory, so it's so many rare and expensive curios. Not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams.
Oh, that's always wonderful.
Oh, so just here, just push Silver off in a direction and listen for him. Got it. In the time it's taken me to tell you all this college, that's probably already left. Just like finding him. I have a feeling you'll need it.
Every single step that we take.
Oh, you found our coal room. It's currently burning. Yeah, we were trying to make lava. It really was. Yeah, Stu was trying to make lava. So, I think he found it.
Happens in my chat. Hey, Silver and Ken's. Silver, my wallet is suffering.
Good to know, sweetie.
I am. Why is your wallet suffering? Oh my god. Excuse me. Yes.
It's like what you do this time.
Too much merch. Who are you calling sweetie? with a skull emoji.
Get the away, sweetie. It's a John reference.
It sure ain't me.
Hey, we did find the coal room.
Yep. So, why are you walking in the furnace?
Coming from the cat girl? Nah. Yes. The Skull Arch was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on current research project. Though we speak at length, I don't recall him mentioning he was planning to go next. Then we parted ways. He went down the corridor, perhaps to one of the oratoriums. She says she's a beast and with a little devil emoji. Why do I feel like that's correct?
Yeah, you're not a beast, Shut up, you puppy.
Okay, and Kid is trying to be killed.
Oh, I know I'm picking a fight. I know this cutscene's voice, by the way.
Yeah, but there's something more important that.
And she says, and you are
Right.
A potato.
a potato.
Oh, there's.
Ah,
Learner's meat
I
got.
remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that Inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the Annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat. We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Corporeal ether?
Yes, very good. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The seventh Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Charlian prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
I just have a horrible thought.
What?
And I know it's never gonna come to fruition unless actually Nintendo grants it. What if they put the Octobrush as a weapon for the Pictomancer?
That would just be incidental. There's no way.
I really doubt it, but you know what? I thought it would be funny. Barrel, what do you have to say for all of this?
Capital idea.
Well, well, that's given me much to mull over. Feels though we're one step closer to understanding the form's true motives. The mysteries of life itself, for a good measure. Funny. I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude, only to leave more indebted than before. Feeling this friendship and support will be a great boon to us in days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with Kialapo, as the scholar suggested, while I share our findings with Raha. Fortunately, we left Raha without cheeseburgers.
How dare we? By
So
the
we
way,
might
I have to
end up
mention-
starving.
Not to mention, people were so receptive to that scene about Graha eating a hamburger. It's just become a meme in the community.
Graha? Graha, it's been 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes, Graha. You literally just had food earlier. You should have food in your dish.
Oh my god.
He's not an animal.
Everyone, time to dance around the Raha.
Okay. Ring around the Raha.
Ring around the Graha.
Why are all my characters keep joining together?
It's called Returning Time with the Scions, and you have the most characters with the Scions.
Do I?
I think we have about equal. I think I have one more, but your ones appear the most.
I think one of yours is dead. I happen to have the three most plot important ones besides Blue Boy
Yeah.
and his dragon friend. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studium proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions. As expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa Lamensa. So the time has come for us to go on the offensive? It's too early to say for certain, but that does seem to be the way the winds are blowing. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. For let us see what awaits us in Valbrand. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Estinian? I have one job and one job only.
We
That's
really
what
need
you're
to fix that about him.
Hey, this is not my job.
Yeah, he just simply has like a button in his pocket that does it. He just tells nobody.
Phew. I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. Look, it's not my fault Yemric put that curse on him.
Yes. Yes. Yes, a curse. Presses the button.
Look, it was a prank. It was a prank, Stenian. I shouldn't complain, though. Richa and the alchemists of the Great Work put their hearts and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care. Please do not use them for target practice, Estenian.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Silver. He's about to eat. We're trying to eat one. Silver now. Silver!
Sorry, there's lead in that.
Hang on. I got just the thing for it. Pulls out a bottle of barbecue sauce, pours it on it.
My God.
Tastes like
Are you
chicken.
not coming with us? So Zo just shattered all his teeth trying to bite into Dragon Scale, right? As much as I would like to escape the forum's watchful gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. Well, you're already on thin ice, and if I, in my capacity as our official representative, were found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how that would go. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers as I await word from Master Matoya and our other allies.
With luck, we'll soon have good news from our good news of our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. To Limsa and Linza. Back to Frame Rate City.
It's Frame Rate City and a swimsuit city.
Swimsuit City.
Kendo, where's the Batman Cutaway?
Silver can do that one.
What are you talking about? I don't have access to that one.
Yes, we're in the server. There we are.
What? Wait, what? How? I wish for $1 million.
Bonk. Bonk with you with the hammer made of $1 million.
I can sell that.
I'll be honest, I didn't know that was actually on the sound.
Oh yeah, with a lot of things.
Yeah, Silver fucking requested it.
Hey, if I get one request, man, I should get one. I should get one. Right? Come on. I'm part of the server too. Where the hell
There's a server?
What do you think we're in?
I don't know. Where are we in? Why are we here?
I
Who
don't
are
know.
you, Leaf?
I am.
Why am I here?
I am the owner of your soul.
That's definitely not true.
Hey, Zephyl, my man, how are you doing? Never call you that again. Got it. I'll just go see myself in then.
Yo.
My apologies. My apologies for calling you away from Shalian on such short notice.
Hang on.
I like that nobody voiced you. Have a nice day.
Okay. On the contrary, we are honored and grateful, and pleasanted, surprised to be joined by such esteemed company. 'Twas only the right that we this discussion be conducted in person. We are locked in war. I was gonna say actually irritation, but I know that's not right.
Attrition.
Attrition, thank you. God Lord. Kendo, why am I here?
Yes.
Our forces have struggled to contain the threat posed by the towers. For some reason, I keep getting actually this thing called Twitter, but I'm not sure what it means. And it's the only...
Don't go to Twitter. It's not a good place.
And
Be careful, it's applied by the Organization 13.
Yeah.
so far, it's only up to 10.
I believe that.
It's only have 10 members, but we're thinking that 3 more might join it. The only matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action, and we have taken an initiative to set the wheels in motion. It is reassuring to learn we are all in. Sorry, I got possessed by.
All in accord.
Thank you. We are all in accord. But might I ask, what is your plan entails?
God, another Lalafell voice.
You forced more Lalafels than no Lalafell in the group.
I'm trying to remember the voice I gave her. I think it's pretty much similar to Creel. It hinges entirely on the boarding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest.
During a time challenge, the Allied nations have been engaged on separate fronts with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge of abductions of the kobolds, Sakagan, Ixal, and Anata have given rise to increasing number of primals as well. By a triumph on the other hand has given us cause to hope once more.
The time has come to free ourselves of this menace. And it is you, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. Once again.
While the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telefia at bay, we will dispatch our finest. We will dispatch our finest to strike the enemy heart, Gullimold.
Telefroy.
These brave few will be at the
Ilsabard.
Ilsbard
Contingent.
This is just actually night where Silver can't read.
You could read?
Shut up. To think actually such progress has been made in such a short span, especially with actually Twitter now actually blowing up my phone.
No way, it's hashtag world is ending. Yeah, listen, if the world is actually ending, you know that's a fucking on Twitter.
Hashtag world's ending. Hashtag help us all.
I keep getting this friend request. I keep blocking him.
I wonder why Tamir's accepting my friend request.
It's not you.
I know. I know exactly what they're making a joke about. Does he start with a Z at any part
Yes.
of the name? Okay. Yep. I know exactly. Yeah, its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Galamont.
As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered, robbed of their free will, and they serve the Telefroys every whim without question. They too are victims. It is our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it is the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality. For without that, there can be no reconciliation, only death without end.
On that, we can all agree. Our second objective is the Colossal Tower that Thankanorianje observed in the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe the smallest rise are merely the prosecutor of what's yet to come. Precursor of what's yet to come.
Yep.
Until the Tower of Salt was toppled, we failed to make any headway. The same could be said for the Telephoroy. There's certainly no rush to push forward further into our lands. I'd wager the Spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation.
This will appear to be substantiated by Yershola analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on her observations inside the Tower of Zot, the spires siphons ether from the land, consuming it to maintain their form. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. Almost like actually pretty much building a toxic community. The excess of ether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit.
It wouldn't surprise me in the least if it was being redirected to a larger sprite ire in the capital. There's logic in that. Regardless, once we have uncovered the truth, we'll bring their schemes crashing down, along with their infernal towers. That's all well and good. But what would you have us do? Assume there's more than handing over the scales and being on our way. We want you and your scales to join the XIV contingent. Consider it an official request from both the Grand Company of Eorzea, Eastern Lines. Do you accept?
Perhaps you should be the one to answer that.
Alright, so everyone in my chat... No, I'm just joking.
For people of Garlemont.
Hang on, I'm checking Twitter.
For the ability to stab people.
No. I was gonna make the exact same fucking joke. Couldn't have put it better myself.
Yashola, Thinkrid, and Urianje have already pledged their support, and they're on their way. For some reason, though, Thinkrid said she felt he was kind of ill. Don't know why. On the way to meet the rest of the contingent.
Contingent?
Thank you! They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, their prediction was correct.
Once you have delivered the warding scales to El Amigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Elisabard. Raban and Lord Yemric are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival.
Pack warm clothing. First in the light, without it the cold will do you in before the Talafaroy, or much as draw steel. And this rest will keep the enemies busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now go, safe in the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it, or better, perhaps, or better upon your return.
What are you talking about? I'm sure I'll be fine in the sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, I'm sure
It's just like
I'm sure my painter's
cuts to
garb
me.
will keep me cold. Will keep me warm.
It just cuts to me just under like a pile of blankets.
You look like Cousin It. I just peek underneath her like, Kenda, pull up another blanket, Kenda. Pull up another blanket, Kenda.
You still can't find me because it's so massive.
Exactly. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack with a lava fill and a pile of blankets.
It's like, well, I can't get cold. That the cold can never reach me. And by the way, before you say anything, I selected seat 3.
I wasn't going for seat 3. I was going for seat 1.
I know.
I knew that Silver like when I charged double.
Exactly.
At this point, Timmy, you can literally actually just say out the charges. You owe me all your money for the next past 3 generations of this game.
It's only 2, so it's gonna last one more generation.
Do we have money? No. Who is Raban?
That's light.
Ah. You want me to take it?
If you want.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
The Wanderer's returned. You've been busy bringing down a tower and producing the keys and destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those wandering scales of yours are what warding scales of yours are what made this whole venture possible.
Sure.
Will you and Lord Emmerich be leading the Khajiit?
It's fun.
Do you mean contingent?
We should all agree that I can't say that damn word. Deal with it.
How did you pass your classes?
Don't know. I think my teacher just said he didn't want me there anymore.
With high honors too, Alphino.
Like I said, I don't think they want me there at all.
Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegation into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to our respective. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And just between us, there is a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilzabard contingent. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render aid unto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters.
Please them all.
Sadly not. Though I do my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I've battles of my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade.
I hate to say it, but Lord Emmerich struggles mirror my own. For the time, the best that we can offer you is peace of mind from knowing Erosia is in safe hands. As you fight a good fight in
Ilzabard.
Ilzabard, thank you.
Ilzabard.
What he said. I and the other comrades will do what we can to convince the naysayers that can cause this. Thank you, both of you. By the way, have you heard this new fangled thing called Twitter?
Oh, this is the fun.
We meet again. Much has occurred since we parted ways in Werlet. From what I gather, the protective talisman you've obtained led to the formation to this expeditionary force. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one, that being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may the fates be on your side.
So you're not coming with us?
Oh, I am.
Strange. I thought you have a stake in this.
Well, I have kids at home that I have to keep watch on, and I am hella wanted over in Garlemald. I mean, I do. The Talafroy have laid waste to my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. Presence alone would place the entire mission in jeopardy. I stand accused of murdering Emperor Varus and plunging Garlemald into chaos. Were I to travel with the Ilzabard contingent, would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Firstly, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus in an attempt to raise me to a position of leadership, furthering stabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Basically, as I said, whether I am branded a villain or hailed as a hero, will only hinder your efforts. Again, wanted. Eh, I doubt they'll be pleased to see the champion of Eorzea set foot on Garlean soil.
Also, for the Whirlin option, I'll defend it to my dying breath. After the sacrifices my sons and daughters have made, I can do no less.
Yeah, that's a bit more special there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the government of Whirlet, and I intend to offer a refuge to those fleeing Godmots. Should the time come, we will be ready. Yep. And then Maxima? Was that it? Because he had 2 lines for me.
I'm still on Gaius.
Okay. Yeah, oh,
One
yeah,
second. Okay.
yeah,
A fair point, but so long as you refrain from announcing your arrival at all and sundry, the average person shouldn't have no inkling as to your identity. Although your titles and deeds are common knowledge, only a select few would recognize you on sight alone. Perhaps one day they will learn that the Warrior of Light is not a demon to be feared, but a woman deserving of their trust. Oh, and I guess the Catboy too.
Oh, I am just actually pretty much everyone's butt of jokes.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal.
How did I paint myself into this corner?
Anyways, Light?
Like it. Guys, since rather unique circumstances, I instead will assume the role of the guardian. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Galman endures and stop at nothing to protect her and her people.
Well said. Might I ask you to escort our friends out? Yes, escort our friends outside.
Already outside, Rapine!
Sorry, inside. I'm checking Twitter right now.
Sorry, mix up my ins and outs.
That's a donut AoE.
Might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. If I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you. All of you. Including you, Estinian. Don't you get all emo on me.
I was waiting for that.
He just walks away. Like, I don't need to explain myself.
Oh god, we get something special out of this.
I do get to play. Nice. Ah, Maxima. Best of the best. The other members of the Esteban contingent are gathered in the Royal Palace. I shall inform you of your arrivals, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready.
I'm not ready. The remaining members of the Scions. Your friends and the most Isbard contingent is waiting you within. Would you like me to see you through? That's the only time I'm ever gonna speak like that guy. So Kenda.
By the 12.
Glad you could join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald. Much rides on the efforts of the Ilsabard contingent.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia!
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
I think I don't know why it's called Endwalker.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Oh, there we go. Now we're walking.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company.
Cue credits.
Everyone! If I may have your attention. Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must, I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation, here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer. We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
Oh my god.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Wait, I know you.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten. Any road, the Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me. Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughingstock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya? The Avatar of Destruction? With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabard contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon. They will address any problems of a technical nature, together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa. There is another awaiting introduction.
Lord Emanolain!
Ah, yes. Emanolain de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Oh, dear God. May your graceful prancing lead us to a victory?
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroa with my tales of daring-do.
I believe that concludes introductions for the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable company of warriors has been sent in their stead.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy. But after seeing what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Baelsar himself is working to help rebuild Wurlid, a nation he once conquered. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy. To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlond Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
So, if you were wondering why I was giggling at the middle, I have a question to Kenda first.
Okay.
Do they read the information that you have done so far actually in 14?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then I just had a special line of text.
Yeah, I know. I had to say, I think we all do because we all have White Mage.
I'm like, wait a minute, is he reading my data?
Yeah, no, this is the expansion of, hey, we know what you do. Did you do everything? Let's just say this is the expansion, the reason I had us do everything.
Oh Lord. So yeah, because I have White Mage, the job of White Mage right here. That's the reason I got that special line of text from actually the Elder Seaseer's brother over here. So yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious to me. All right, Yashola, what do you have to say?
Hey, Dragonfire, just so you know, we're doing story right now. You don't want to be spoiled. Head out now. Just saying this. Besides, it's assembled here. The Amalsh and several other tribes offer to send troops of their own. Unfortunately, due to the Zalagi, many would struggle to simply survive in the harsh climate of Isabad. They would also likely prove tempering targets for abduction by the Tlaffaroi. Hey, it's a messy. All things considered, they are better to aid the cause by bolstering our defense of Eorzea. Though the eagerness to do more has been noted, we shan't refuse to suffice. Ere we embark, we must use the warding scales for our comrades. Care to do the honors? Do you want to go left to right or right to left?
Kenda, how do you usually read a manga?
Right to left.
Right to left.
Alright, so let's go right to left.
I thought we went down from up.
Wrong manga.
Well, yeah.
Mercy. I'm gonna murder you, Mercy.
You're gonna murder me for other reasons once I show you something later.
Oh god.
New Gridania.
Fucking send me. I need to see. What have you done?
I haven't done anything yet, but I have something that
Yeah. Oh no, I'm
something
scared.
that will make me want to play Pictomancer more than before.
I need to see this now. Because I think I have an idea.
Do we both have the same idea of what I'm talking about? Is the quiz?
I very likely know exactly what you're talking about.
Where are you and my friend? Are you and my friends? Let's go. Your friend. Anyways, sorry to intrude what you guys were doing. Continue reading, please.
Okay. So this let's just see it to me or light.
Who?
See?
Lucia.
Yeah.
Well, I was a Yemerick, so...
So this
very likely Lucia was light. I'll do it then.
Okay.
Fine.
Shroud.
Warding scales for the Ishganian decoration, I take it.
These enchanted talismans, or should that be talisman? Would probably require considerably less time and effort to produce if the alchemists of the Great Works were not so preoccupied with making them look pretty.
Many thanks. These talismans may prove to be the deciding factor in the battles to come. I find myself conflicted by this foray into Galamoth's sent by the Empire to infiltrate Isabad, only to throw it in my lot with those whose secrets was supposed to be stealing. Oh no! And now I lead a message to save the countrymen I betrayed.
Oh god.
But that is doubtless why I was chosen by Lord Emmerich. He would have me put my extensive knowledge and former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Isabad, Galamalt, and the world at large will lead us to victory.
Alright, Lise, what do you have to say?
That set of warding scans I spied. Not that I would know what they look like. Wow, look at these. Even a layman like me could tell they're bursting with ether. All the better to fend off the tempering waves, is that the right term? Anyway, these will give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain of whatever else is waiting for us in Galamalt. Only way when to find it, eh? Or nervous or not? And nervous or not, I'll march through the 7 hells if it gives me a chance to put Xenos back in the grave where he belongs. And then I just point to the line of, oh dear, we appear to be missing a corpse.
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Wait, we're speaking of Lord Xenos?
No, we're at the kill him this time.
Oh, damn it!
Keep sending me friend requests and I keep blocking him.
It's the Eggman thing. I have 30 alternative accounts.
Eggman on the stripper pole.
Oh god!
Oh no! Oh
I
no!
don't need that! I don't need that!
Well, why? He's just being sexy.
Oh
There's
no!
no issue.
Sick card!
Doesn't help that Twitter got bought out by, well, you know.
Yeah.
It will never come off. It will never come off.
Yeah.
Who is sick card?
I think he was only ever in voice cutscenes, if I remember correct. Silver, you take him.
Okay. I hear you got something for us.
That's not the right button. That's the right button.
Ah, them scales everyone's been talking about. Pretty little things, aren't they? I reckon it'll be worth a gil or two when this is all over. But we'll hold on to them for now. And one more thing. I'm really going to go, one more thing! I watched way too much Jackie Chan Adventures when I was a child.
And with that?
I know what you're thinking. Why didn't they send Enzar?
I believe that is correct.
Enzar instead. Bug if I know. All the Admiral and the Captain Hellfire told me it was they needed someone to safeguard the future. And that's why I'm here. Can't say that they got a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might actually wonder what a good pirate is on dry land, in the middle of the sodden snow of all places. Well, me and my crew do whatever needs doing. So let's set sail, or however it goes on airships.
Let's go.
Oh, no. Not Mario.
Do.
Do you want me to actually sing that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes?
Here's a scale for you.
So these are the fame warding scales. Enough for me and my men, I see. Myself, and I'm especially grateful for this opportunity to visit distant lands. I wish to follow in the footsteps of Master Toya, or Atoya, and learn what is to learn of the star we call home. Indeed, that this is a primary reason I volunteered to join the expedition to the journey outside the 12's Wood. Much less to enter an imperial territory is a rare privilege afforded Apalja? Apaja?
Oh.
Not that I'm actually tagging along to see the sights. The Guardians would benefit from my healing magics. It would be as would our comrades should fighting break out. Also, when are you coming back to the White Mage Guild?
It's just like, yeah, but it just runs the fuck away.
I just slowly walk away. It's like, never.
No, it starts out as like a slow, but then it turns into like fucking just like the weirdest run ever.
No. It's like, oh, just no. Pulls that brush, paints a picture at your front and just runs that way.
And then you just slam right into Little Sun.
So, I think a different line.
Huh?
Oh!
Ooh,
Did you ever finish the White Mage? At least the 51.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Because I have.
So have I.
Which means I'm special.
Congrats.
Am I Serena?
We heard it would be cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. Oh, the talismans. We were to keep these close at all times, yes? I will see that no one misplaces theirs. And before I forget, I have a message from Hien. It was, in distant lands and time of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. Blossom triumphs. Okay. I hope I've done those words justice. Doma, like much of Arthard, has been plagued by the Taoists. Yet while he could not be here, he wished to express his shared conviction. Hien and Yugiri labor without rest to unite the people. With their aid, we keep the enemy at bay. And we of the Steppe and the Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war.
It's not. Do you have a warding scale for me too?
Last one. Everyone else has to go home.
Thank you for this, and for going to such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. Though I have little to offer in return, I shall impart some advice, if I may. You have been told by many to beware of the cold of Vilsabard. I cannot stress enough that this is no token of warning. I will be distributing specifically made warming
tinctures,
courtesy of the Alchemist Guild. But understand that they are no substitute for proper protection. I leave provisioning of said protection to your discretion. Now, let us proceed to the Alamagan Quarter. While you make your final preparations, I will have the pilots ready for the airships.
I just saw how the guys help bars just go. Phew!
Elden Ring reference. That's funny.
Silver, we're waiting on you.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were out of the cutscene.
You can look. You see, we're in viewing cutscene because we're in the next cutscene.
Another cutscene. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We weren't in cutscene before.
I thought you were.
No.
You don't normally have the ability to walk in cutscene.
This is our last chance to make ready before we set forth. You need to worry about Orianja and I. We still have what we wore in Galamont before. Estinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor. You know, he's quite reeked still. And since he spent a fair bit time up in the spent a fair bit of time up in the north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing Grand Company's stock. The rest of you could do likewise. I suppose, provided you're not overly concerned with style.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something to my liking.
I'm assuming this is light.
Oh, this is God.
Yep, called
it. Hi there, this is God.
So who wants to be God today?
The bun's usually God when lights is out.
All right.
There we go. Hark! Is that the city of Scions in need of a tailor, I hear?
City?
I mean, the cry of Scions in need of a tailor, I hear. Ah, screw it, I messed up my line. Hi, guys!
Damn it, I screwed up my line. Where's the script?
Oh!
Oh, I had the whole thing like playing out in my head. I figured you would need something. I have my ways. Oh, yes, indeed.
She just walked here.
Thought you could sneak off to Ilzabard without telling me? Huh. Nothing escapes my notice. Hi! Now, you will wear these garments I've made for you, whether you like it or not. That includes you, sleeveless bunny girl. You never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not. Silly. It's all in the name of fashion. Rather, the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself?
She has a knife on the back.
Oh, nearly level 10 for that.
Yep.
All the more for stabbing you, my dear.
Oh god.
Ah, I did have one other thing to share. Artemis and Bloomwada have finally returned from assignment in faraway lands. They'll be staying at the Rising Stones for a while to keep an eye on events throughout Eorzea. Since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand on Charlian?
Why not? You can keep Kara company in Abadati Annex.
Yes, we'd love to have you there. I hear... I'm going to keep screwing up these two names. Argumentus and Boomwida did a fine job carrying on in our stead while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stones, we've nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. And while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again, because a certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't in a position to transport your souls to another world again, if anything similar disastrous were to happen, I'll be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Charlian. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than prayer for your safe return, which I will, every day.
Let's not keep the Kanjian waiting any longer.
I have my eyes on you, Graha. I'm always watching. Always
watching.
Always watching. My
Here are your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly.
Tataru, why the back says strike here first? I'm worried.
Oh, whoops! That was meant for Graha. Sorry, you're both cats, so I made a mistake.
Oh my god, hang on.
Right.
Let's see here. No. Put this in 4. Making sure that it's not part of the, a certain other thing. There we go. Okay. I just had to make room for one little adjustment.
We're all doomed.
A frosty reception.
There's some mercy somewhere around here.
Oh my god.
I got a sudden DM. I got a sudden tell that says I see you.
God, mercy. Where the hell are you? Totoro, do you know where Mercy is?
Sorry.
People happy now?
Oh, never mind, it's all. I saw you disappear. Frosty reception.
I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. Alright, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you?
Well.
I mold your clothing on what Alphino and I wore when we journeyed from Lord Horotrophant's falling snows to Ishgard for the first time. In those days, I barely knew one end of a sewing needle from the other. And as you've always had very individual tastes, I'll let you pick your own outfit. I like to think my skill have improved since then, but do you know what's more important than skill? Heart and soul. There's plenty to be found in each and every one of my works.
Okay. Well. It's time to finally meet you. We of the Gallianali Works will be ferrying you and your convent across the mountain into Gallimont. For many of us, something of a homecoming. Illustration's founder was only our most notable imperial director. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of the expedition. Our resources are at your disposal. There's all we might do to be of further assistance. Please don't hesitate to ask. If you're ready to part, are you ready the engines?
I have a question.
Several cutscenes will play in sequence!
Mayo is not an instrument.
Raise his hand.
Bar trash is not an instrument either. No, they can. No, Sid is not developing horse trash as a weapon. As funny as that is.
I'm sorry, he's not playing Condiment Man.
Condiment Man!
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the imperial capital,
oh God,
in the
Lord.
frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius.
You're right.
Yeah, I just got raided by 3 people. Thank you, Alpha Foxy 94.
The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They have sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they are led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus' death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into two groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Here.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Y'shtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right. Once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, Thancred.
Make sure you do look at your skills before you begin.
Let's see here. Oh god, I'm playing Thancred.
In this battle, you are in fact Thancred.
God lord.
This Thancred. It's also a stealth mission.
Why can't I get past barrier?
But speak to Maxima.
Oh. Does it want to voice him, or should we just continue?
I already continued, honestly.
Keep your wits about you.
Saying no, we're slowly getting more and more disconnected.
We only have one shot of this.
And Walker, I've speed ran twice on 2 different ults, so I kind of know what to do in these. Yeah, basic thing to know is you can use Swift Deception and to use Silent Takedown to instantly take down any human target. Any machine target will not be taken down by Silent Takedown. No.
Oh god!
7 hells.
Tell me about
it! And also, if you take too long, and also if you're fighting people for too long, you will raise the alarm if it reaches 100% and fail instantly. This is a stealth section, so be stealthy.
I'm find out, so I'm dead.
I mean, just kill them.
I tried every single skill.
You didn't try your solid barrel?
You have a combo.
Yeah. Shit, okay. Take you down.
No, we're not revisiting that. Nope.
Keep your wits about you.
It's done. We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
What does Nebula do again?
That's your mitigation.
Yeah.
So only use it if you're fighting an enemy, but do your best to not. Yeah, it's returning now. Buff. Okay, I see.
Well, in the time that I've been waiting for y'all to get here, I have seen Donald Trump come in and leave.
No, wait,
what?
To be fair, also, this is a long solo instance. Well, so.
One of the longer ones.
Yeah.
I'd say there's another instance that comes up soon that I would say is longer.
Oh, you don't. Okay, you're
yeah.
a.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So... And then after this guy should be...
Good. Okay, I was gonna say, how did you not see me?
Don't ask too many questions.
Fucker took down a guard right next to another one.
Trust me, it's perfectly normal around here.
I mean, this
Oh,
is
my
the...
friend just passed
okay,
out
no.
randomly. That's normal.
It must have been the wind.
Yeah. Hey, Carl, you doing good over there? Carl, you doing good over there? He's fine.
Hey, he's fine.
Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around!
Luckily, these things have the worst vision in the world.
Apparently! I'm going back around until I disappear. Excuse me, sir, take a dirt nap.
It's gonna be a very long dirt nap.
You say technically a snow nap.
Just like, all right. What is the way of get rid of hiding a body, which is piling snow on top of
The
that?
explosives are in place.
So from what I'm understanding, Silver
All
is
is
not
proceeding
earning
as
the big
planned.
boss rank.
Oh god, no.
No.
Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous.
Also, you've now heard this is Thancred. This is Thancred.
This is Thancred.
I hate you guys so much sometimes.
I love this. This is great.
Are you coming back? Yep, you are coming back over. I'm waiting for you to go away. Actually, no, hang on. How did I move this?
Oh, I can now accept the new job for or the next.
Oh, that's not gonna affect you.
Must be losing my touch.
No. You're being controlled by an idiot, Thancred. A.K.A. me. Oh, okay, well, that's actually pretty much... Nope. Got trolls! Silently, gotta go. Silently!
Damn, spotted me.
Whoop.
Silver keeps making Zoidberg sounds.
Thank you.
Lissa, Jar Jar, Lissa.
Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. No, please don't see me, please don't see me. I mean, no consequence actually for all of you.
It's like all of them is cones, so as long as you're not standing directly in their hitbox, you can actually just straight up be like right next to them. As long as you are not in the cone of sight.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, how do you do this on controller? RL? No. L? There we go. Well, that's not very helpful, though. Excuse me, sir, I need you to go inside that ring and be... There we go. Just gonna, you know, that. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Come on, Thancred! Oh, thank God. Oh, you don't get affected by that.
By the way, you can just leave, by the way. There's only just an exit.
There is? Where?
Like, to the left of the thing to turn all the robots off.
Oh.
You'll see a Rothgar.
The one that says the resistance fighter?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Well, that didn't do so badly. Shoot, I think I dropped my my calling card.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear.
All I
to
can
my
think is
considerable
it's
relief.
a card with Thancred's link roll number.
What news from our
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. Then let the fireworks begin.
Cool people don't look at explosions.
In this upcoming battle, you will fight as Vesicana. I know, you're disappointed as well.
I'm not wearing a coat. I am just
The
actually
blizzard's beginning to clear.
I'm wearing my painter's outfit.
The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment.
I'm at least wearing
If they
pajamas.
haven't already.
Oh my God.
Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right. But wait! Something's coming!
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Get my stupid painter stuff. I didn't have time to even set my canvases.
Fighters! Protect the others!
Ah, don't. Okay, you're giving me a problem.
A brief respite, but stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
What impeccable timing! Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishgard is here!
Come on!
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger.
Yeah. Give me a
Go on
minute.
ahead. We'll hold the line.
We're the only ones still struggling. Oh, we put our backs into it then. I've been itching for a good scrap.
Why can't I attack anyone? Ah, that's why. Come on.
You lot all right back there?
We're fine. I'm ready for more.
Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Actually, let me get one. Be up there.
Well, I was at front. There was nothing up there.
Yeah, just go back up there. It takes a second. Because they're letting you.
I was standing up there for about 10 seconds.
Yeah, they hadn't completed their dialogue.
Oh.
Did you continue heading north?
No.
Also, remember, paint your portraits.
Oh. Next time, say that a little bit more quicker. I'll get swift cast. Meanwhile, on the front line. So is this what happens when Twitter blows up?
This is when the internet goes down. What the fuck are you talking about?
Something.
The day Twitter goes down is a rejoiceful day.
But that made the people just hiding in their basements
From the
actually
field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically
go see the outside world.
Go and touch some grain blades
that
of.
won't heal.
What is this shit called again?
Alright,
Trouble is,
alright. Time to go crap out your game, Mercy. Time to go touch grass.
But I already got the platinum on that.
Have you gotten all achievements?
Yes, I have.
And that we all agreed to follow. You
And
knew
it took
would
me
be
10
hard,
minutes.
Yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
I think 10 minutes.
That I did.
I'm sorry, it was 20 minutes, but still.
That's Vigilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them.
Coming! Sorry, had to paint a beautiful picture.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
I'm sorry. I ran out ether hues. Oh, giant paintbrush!
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
Oh my god. I love this class.
We have them now. Forward!
Let them have it!
Fall behind!
boys. Come on, Kate, faster!
I'm not here. Fuck.
Kneel or die!
In his mercy, I could see your name tag through the wall anyways.
Damn it. Curse these walls. You guys can't get me.
Oh god, ring around the rosy time.
There's an invisible wall up here. Yeah, but I'm safe. You can't get me.
Tremble before the sun!
Supposed to be your ruin, aren't you able to jump?
Oh, thank God.
Doesn't work that way.
Oh, dear God, Lord.
A worthy adversary! Rest! Recover! Reclaim yourself! Then we will fight again! To the death!
Sadu Hatun!
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
so cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren
Oh no, the other one's here.
I see nothing wrong here.
800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth.
I had a
Freezing,
phoenix. What do you have?
Hungry, desperate, hated.
I have Moon.
You have Moon.
And adorable little Banui next to me.
Yep.
Or would you count this as a Banui? I mean, it has Banui ears.
Bun, what's your verdict?
The chosen, forsaken.
My verdict is spoilers.
Yeah, you know what?
You know what? Fair enough. Let me get off that. You get into something a little bit more. There you go. This fits the theme, right?
That's last expansion.
Oh, fair enough. 1 second.
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era,
Oh,
a young
hello.
legatus named Solus
That's a
single-handedly
Torgal.
sparked the Magitech Revolution.
Up.
That's Silver's.
How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once
Hasn't run
a
away yet.
common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks?
There we go. This is perfect.
There you go. The stealthiest
Like
mount
so
I have.
many others, those taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes.
And what your
far
reaction
colder
would be if
indeed.
you saw a giant flying
Bitterly
pink
so.
rhinoceros.
Well,
Conspicuous.
completely inconspicuous.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
Good job,
buzz
Silver.
day
You
and
beat
night
one of
with
the
activity,
two instances
aye.
that stopped people on launch.
Merchants passing through the
Yep.
checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
It wasn't even because the incident was hard on this one.
Surely they
It's
cannot
because people
all
would
have
normally
been
disconnect
tempered.
midway through.
Wait, really?
We can
The
consider
instance wasn't
question
hard. People didn't
after
have
we
problems
made
with it.
camp.
Or at least I didn't have problems with it. But people...
If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Well, that was completely worthless of a time. So, if anyone didn't see, I actually pretty much wrote a message saying I muted them so they won't ruin the talking.
Not bad.
That's
no,
perfectly fine.
I encourage actually people talking. I just like I rather actually pretty much my stream listen to the.
I mean, I always say just mute if you need to. I definitely have deafened a few times.
I know.
So.
So the stream can actually get the lore without actually us talking over them.
This Carla in short, this place is dark, dank, and depressing.
Welcome to Mercy's main character's home.
Yep, this is where Drost lives at. Where I say lives at, he used to be here. He no longer is here anymore.
Raised?
Not raised.
Just waiting for the invite.
He was a conscript that rose through the ranks. But he did live here for an amount of time.
Alright, Alphino.
Bloody by the 12! It's freezing up here!
It's just the joke where like, what are you talking about? I'm doing perfectly fine.
You shut up. In spite of the obstacles we face, our plans proceed us apace. I almost rhymed. Just a little further and we'll reach actually a capital itself. Dear goodness, think it's cold! Still, we must actually get ahead ourselves. As soon as camp has been made fit for purpose, we are discussing a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Yashola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alize and I will meet you there. I think I'm getting nose sickles.
You're fine.
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm in a painter's robe.
I'm comfy.
Why do I have a feeling that somebody did wear the coat I made them?
Don't look at me.
Yeah. the
what you're talking about, Tataru. I have a thick layer of paint already on my skin.
If you want to suddenly feel a unnerving presence.
Always.
Almost like actually.
Paint is not an insulator, Silver. In fact, absorbs heat.
Well, I don't know how the ether hues are actually doing it, then it's doing it, though. I'm not even cold.
So I say, so it's about, is having heat flashes and about to die in about 10 minutes.
Well, you have 10 minutes left to live. What do you do?
After you stole it.
So says God.
says from God. Alright. A meeting. Yes, I will make my way over once my head is cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable air of malevolence. 'Tis the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Sot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirl of mass, unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses the here and now. Tell the other that I shall be with you in a few moments. Find the Catboy.
Where do you think you're going?
That's my own.
Hey, came to see. Let's look at that. Yep. Okay. Anyways, you will be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby building and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian home. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. If it's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry. I was merely thinking out loud. You mentioned a meeting? I will make my way there. Oh, look at Kenda thinking she can run away from me.
Seeing as you never used Slither on me, I think I ran away plenty fine. Thank you from the others at our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroy's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Ice fields? I love ice fields! Oh wait, no I don't.
Seems about right for Silver.
Yeah.
As ever, you do not want for enthusiasm. But given your
See,
experience...
instead of the ice having consistent ice physics, it's normal physics, except every single step has a random chance of tripping. Silver every kick.
And even if that
Trip.
were the case, the promise of
Trip.
hot soup upon your return would surely
Trip.
spur you to action. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Say?
Silver here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's that. I think that's a silver hoax. Yep, silver.
Gods be good. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Taturu's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like this, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly.
That is where we're gonna end off, because it is a nice and chill time to end.
Oh my god, no, 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 Kenda, bad Kenda, bad Kenda. Oh my god, Kenda, go.
Savage is Tuesday. I'm doing Savage, that's about it. For like a while until I clear.
Where can they find you?
I'm not sure if I'm going to stream in. Twitch.tv/KendaQueen. Probably just gonna murder Silver.
Oh dear God Lord. Okay, since the light's on here, words of wisdom from our great and powerful Bunui.
Sorry, I'm just...
Blinking.
Next time, you should not give me the power of God.
You really shouldn't. Alright, anything from the Peanut Gallery? Mercy is currently actually pretty much muted.
Okay. Ha! Next time, we'll find Santa Claus. And save Christmas.
I think I need better friends. Anyway, I shall see you all actually tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time for some Fire Red.
Tune to the tonight.
I will tune to. I already tuned to it.
I don't know if you had, so I was saying before you ended stream and logged out immediately. I hate you, Mercy.
I literally looked at my game. It's like, wait a minute, I'm not queued into anything.
That's the point of it.
Hey, I think I'm pretty cool.
Oh my god. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Fire Red Nuzlocke. I hate you, Mercy. Remember to stay unique. I'm going to bed.